下来呢，我们来看一下 Section 3啊，比较难的一种出题的方式，俗称题型的杂糅。那么它会是一种多种题型的叠加，可能会是有一些单选题啊、多选题啊、搭配题、填空题、表格题，这些题型都有。但是其实做的时候呢，大家也不要太过于担心了，很有可能它会是要分为2个部分，前半部分是一种题型，后半部分是一种新的题型，我们把它分裂开来看就可以了。好，那我们还是来举几个例题跟大家一起来看一下。首先请大家把件4拿出来，我们来看一下件4 Test 2 Section 3的这一道题目。那么这一道题目首先看到前面老师把它拆分了一下前面我们先看一下有这么样子的一个，把它看作是一个个人信息表，对吧？好，那么这个个人信息表呢，其实也非常的简单，因为看一下它的框架是非常清楚的。第一是 Part 1 Essay, Part 2 Small Scale Study, Part 3 Report on Study， 对吧？因此你就根据这3个 part 去定位就可以了。然后大概看一下每一空我们所需要填的、需要找的这样子的一个这个词性或者说我们要填一个什么样子的，找一个什么样子的信息。OK， 这是首先一道这个个人信息表的填空接下来呢，我们再来看一下后面这道题目呢，看一下是一道多选题，对吧？那么做这道多选题的时候，我们只要抓住几个点就可以了。它问的是，首先它问的是disadvantage， 对吧？ disadvantage。 另外of the questionnaire form of data collection do the students discuss？ questionnaire form 它问的是哪一个形式的这个作业，它的一个 disadvantage 问的是 questionnaire。 好，所以说我们抓住这2个信息就可以了。那么首先呢，我们就来听一下之前的这个信息表的填空题，以及加上这一道多选题。
Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 26.
Oh, there you are. Good. Sorry, I'm a bit late. There was a long queue. So, have you worked out how to deal with this assignment then?
Not yet. We've only been here a couple of minutes ourselves.
Can you just remind me what the task is exactly?
Well, there are three parts to it. First, we've got to write an essay about ways of collecting data. Then...
What's the title of the essay exactly?
I've got it here. Assess the 2 main methods of collecting data in social science research.
And how much do we need to write?
1,500 words. That's for the essay. Then for the second part of the assignment, we have to choose one method of data collection and carry out a small-scale study, making appropriate use of the method chosen to gather data from at least 5 subjects.
And then we have to write a report on the study?
That's right, of 3,000 to 4,000 words.
Did you get as far as discussing which form of data collection we should go for? Questionnaire or interview, isn't it?
Yeah, I think we should use a questionnaire. It'll be so much less time-consuming than organising interviews, I reckon. Once we've agreed on the wording of it, we only have to send it out and wait for the responses.
Yes, I think it probably would be quicker. But what did that article he gave us last week say about the quality of data from questionnaires?
I'm pretty sure it recommended questionnaires as a source of highly reliable data. As long as you design the questionnaire properly in the first place, the data will be fine.
No, I'm sure it talked about drawbacks as well, didn't it? Something about the response rate and the problems you get if it's too low?
Yeah, but we only need data from 5 subjects anyway.
Oh, I suppose so. Another drawback I remember it mentioned was that questionnaire data tends not to reveal anything unexpected because it is limited to the questions fixed in advance by the researcher.
Come on, Rosa, this is only a practice. It's not meant to be real research, is it?
Well, not sure about that.
好，刚刚我们在听这一段听力材料的时候，不知道大家有没有关注到这样一个词，是我之前在讲澳洲人的发音的时候强调的一个单词，叫做 data。那么注意一下，它有另外一个发音 data 不管是它读 data 还是 data， 你都要能够写出来。那么21题的答案就是collecting data or collecting data 都能够听出来。 22题 number of words， 那么这边用到的一个说法需要各位熟悉一下1500，他说的是 1500， 注意一下，这是1500的另外一种读法，我们把它可以两位一读 1500。 OK， 23题同样是需要我们找一个数字，那么也比较简单 5 subjects。 好，最后这道题目不知道大家还记不记得我们之前讲过一个短语叫做 invest 15 of the 75,000 pound prize money。 那么当时老师就给大家举了这样子一个例子，说的是这边这道题目当然是 3 to 4,000， 对吧？前面一个数量单位呢被它省略掉了要清楚。接下来我们利用这个 disadvantage， 利用这个 questionnaire， 首先来定位到这样子的一道多选题，由上一个信息表的填空过渡到一种新的题型多选题。那么另外要看清楚，这边考察的是 questionnaire 它的一个 disadvantage。 那么我们之前我们刚刚在听这段听力材料的过程当中呢，会发现它首先是讲到了一些 questionnaire 它的一些好的方面，之后呢才强调了这个 disadvantage。 那么关于这个 disadvantage 呢，很显然它是分为2点来讲的，我们再来回顾一下是哪2点。首先 something 第一点说No, I'm sure it talked about drawbacks as well。 那么这个 drawback 首先你要明白你要能够明确这个 drawback 和 disadvantage 是一个同义替换的单词。 OK， 那么第一个 drawback something about the response rates and the problems you get if it's too low。 什么意思？ response rate， 那么我们很显然就可以把它跟我们这边的B 选项给对应起来的吧。 response rate 回收率比较的低Too few people may respond 不是说你分发的每一份这个调查问卷都会有人来填的是这个意思。好，这是第一个点。那么第二个点它是怎么引出的呢？也是有一个非常明显的连接词，叫做 another drawback。 Another drawback I remember it mentioned was that questionnaire data tends not to reveal anything unexpected。 那么也很明显的，我们马上就能定位到 C，It is less likely to reveal the unexpected。 有一些不可预料的情况，它是无法做出准确的预期的。 OK， 这是这一道多选题。那么我们接下来继续来听下面一道题目下面这个题型，那么看到在 section 3当中又出现了一个表格题，你看这一道题目它就是我们所谓的一个多种题型的叠加。那么这道表格题呢也是非常的好做，我们看一下审题审好字数要求，审好表头另外呢对照着这些 given information 来做一下词性上的预测。 OK， 好，我们继续呢来把这一段听力材料听完。
Now listen and answer questions 27 to 30.
Maybe I'd better go through the article again, just to be sure. Can you remember what it was called?
Sample Surveys in Social Science Research, I think. By Mehta.
M-E-H-T-A?
Yeah. And he also recommended a more recent book called Survey Research by Bell, I think. It's in that series published by London University.
And if we try to use interviews instead, I saw a book in the departmental library that'll be helpful. It's called Interviews That Work by Wilson, published in Oxford in 1988.
Right. Oh, I've got a tutorial now. Can we meet up again later this week? What about Friday morning?
Suits me. 11 o'clock?
Fine.
Before Friday, I think we should all look through the reading list.
这道表格题并不难那么我们简单的来看一下这道题的答案。27题问的是这个 author， 那么它是给出拼写的 Mehta M-E-H-T-A Mehta。 OK， 28题你看这边都没有涉及到，直接进入到 Bell 这个 author， 那么这个 title 叫什么？ Survey Research， 注意一下 capitalize 首字母。29题这个 publisher 应该听到了 London University Press， 那么当然这个 press 也是可以省略的。 好，最后还有一个30题涉及到的是 year of publication 这个年份，有没有听出来1988？好，那么这是这一道题目，我们简单的来看一下，还是来看一下涉及到的一些重点的词汇。首先 assignment 作业，这个应该不用多说了啊，我们讨论过了各种作业的形式。好，这个词再次给各位强调一下 data or data 啊，两个读音都要知道。好，那么这个词我们之前已经讲过了，它的名词形式 assessment 对学生的学习情况进行一个评估 ，assess questionnaire 也是一起来回顾一下啊。好，这个词我要重点强调的，这是一个非常好用的形容词，叫做 time consuming。consume 表示的是花费 ，time consuming 非常耗时的time consuming。wording 这个词 word 加上 ing 呢，它表示的是措辞措辞的意思。drawback 我们刚刚说 drawback 和 disadvantage 发生了一个同义替换。好 sample 这个词代表的是一些样本案例，对吧？好，这是这一道题目。那么我们紧接着再来看一道题型的叠加题这是剑7 Test 1 Section 3， 来看一下。那么首先这道题目前面同样是一个信息表的填空题，之后呢大家会看到有选择题还有单句填空题。那么首先我们还是来看，先把前面的这部分信息表填空题，请大家先来听一下这个前半部分。
Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 23.
Well, you've both been looking at different styles of managing individuals in companies and the workplace. How's the research going, Philip?
Well, I've been looking at why individualism, individual differences, are such an important area of management studies. When you think about any organisation, be it a family business or a multinational company, they're all fundamentally a group of people working together. But it's what these individuals contribute to their places of work that makes you realise how important they are. Of course, they bring different ideas, but it's also their attitudes and their experiences of learning. Diversity is important in these areas too.
So why do people behave so differently from one another at work?
There are lots of reasons, but research has shown that a lot of it comes down to personality. And the other factor is gender. It's a well-known fact that men and women do lots of things in different ways, and the workplace is no different.
Did you look at the effects of this variation on companies?
Yes, I did. On the positive side, exposure to such diversity helps encourage creativity, which is generally an asset to a company. But unfortunately, individual differences are also the root of conflict between staff, and they can lead to difficulties for management, which can sometimes be serious.
这道题目大家会发现它的结构是非常清楚的。我们在听的时候，只要去抓住这样子的一些表示连接、表示一个并列的词也好，表示转折的这些连接词那么答案就一目了然了。21题我们听到的是什么 ？But it's also their attitudes， 对吧 ？But also attitudes，OK。22题听到的是And the other factor is， 对吧？引出来的这一个点，答案是 gender 性别，以及23题又是非常的好做。你看它这一个点就讲它正反两方面，那么它在材料当中，听力材料当中用的是on the positive side， 和这边的 advantage 相对应，答案是creativity。OK， 这是这一道非常简单的一个信息表的填空题。接下来呢，我们会发现接下来出到了这个选择题以及单句填空题。那么选择题同样，我们来快速的扫读一下这个题干，画一下核心词。来，自己先看一下。24题，马上encourage workers。25题 difficult。26题 job applicants。27题 managers。利用这些词去做一个定位。紧接着呢是3道单句填空题，那么单句填空题同样的神号字数要求，并且呢划一下它的关键词，看一下这边老师也帮大家划好了 ，understand their employees， 马上浏览一遍 recognize their companies。第二个关注的重点信息在 change， 第三个关注在 increased amount of。OK， 那么大家就来把剩下来的这一段听力材料把它听完。
Now listen and answer questions 24 to 30.
Thanks, Philip. So now I guess the two main things to remember here are to identify individual talent and then to utilize it. So, Janice, you were looking at identifying different talents in workers. Do you think this is easy for managers to do?
Well, currently, teamwork is in fashion in the workplace. And in my opinion, the importance of the individual is generally neglected. What managers should be targeting is those employees who can take the lead in a situation and are not afraid to accept the idea of responsibility.
That's true, Janice, but unfortunately many managers think the entire notion of encouraging individuality amongst their staff is far too hard.
Yes, that may be true, but I think one of the most important tasks of managers is to consider the needs of the individual on one hand and group cooperation and conformity on the other. It requires creative thinking on the part of management to avoid tension.
So, Janice, what kind of people do you think companies should be looking for?
Well, it has to start from the very beginning, when companies are looking for new employees. When the personnel department is choosing between applicants, they need to look for someone who's broken the mould and can think for themselves. Instead, people making these decisions often use a range of psychological tests to see if a person is a problem solver or will do as they're told. I'm not convinced these qualities are actually the most important.
So do you think being a good team player is overrated?
No, it's not overrated. You do need to learn the rules and learn them fast. No individual can get around this if you're working in an organisation.
So how should managers deal with this?
Rewards. When an individual demonstrates the behaviour the organisation expects, some kind of incentive can be given. What's important here is that this happens right at the beginning, so new recruits learn the rules of the system immediately. Also, the incentive should be something the individual actually wants, and this isn't always just money.
To come back to you, Philip, you were saying that recognition of good performers is essential. Now, what else should managers be looking for?
Well, managing people means you not only have an understanding of your employees, but you also recognise the culture of the organisation. In fact, for some organisations, creativity and individuality may be the last thing they want to see during working hours.
Very true.
Yes, but managing people isn't as easy as it looks. For example, change in the workplace can be quite tricky, especially if there's a need to increase profit. And at times like these, managers may have to give priority to profit rather than individual staff needs.
Yes, and that creates difficult situations for people.
Yes, but what's important is that managers are able to deal with quite high levels of personal stress. During times of change, they should be thinking not only about the strain on their staff, but take time out to think of themselves.
Absolutely. So, what are the implications of that?
好，一起来回顾一下刚刚听到的这段材料。24题呢，这边首先有一个迷惑信息在这儿，大家首先听到了一个单词是 teamwork， 但它是怎么说的呢？我给大家重复一遍。他说 Well, currently, teamwork is in fashion in the workplace. And in my opinion, the importance of the individual is generally neglected. 他说的是现在什么 teamwork 是很流行的一个东西。那么没有涉及到这边说 employers should encourage workers 要鼓励什么样子的员工呢？所以说我们听的信息不要着急，在后面呢，后面是怎么接下来的呢？说What managers should be targeting is those employees who can take the lead in a situation. 注意关键点来了，叫做 take a lead in a situation. 那么很明显，这边发生同义替换的就是我们的 A 选项 take the lead 要成为一个 leader potential leaders 是一个有潜力的潜在的一个领导人啊，是要去找寻这样子的一个员工。OK， 接下来25题may find it difficult to。那么这道题目听的时候，注意当中涉及到的一个结构，我再来给各位重复一下，说。Yes, that may be true, but I think one of the most important tasks of managers is to consider the needs of the individual on one hand and group cooperation and conformity on the other. 注意一下，我刚刚提醒各位的，要注意听当中涉及到的一个结构。那么这个结构就是on the one hand and on the other， 也就是说要两方面怎么样来权衡一下。所以说这道题目的答案就是应该是boy。Balance conflicting needs， 那么是哪两方面呢？一方面是 the needs of the individual 个人的一些需要，另一方面呢是 group cooperation and conformity， 另一方面呢就是团队了嘛，对吧？合作这一块，这两部分要协调好，要 balance 这个 conflicting needs 这是25题。再看一下26题，26题的关键点在于 job applicants job applicants。来，26题重复一下。When the personnel department is choosing between applicants, they need to look for someone who's broken the mold and can think for themselves. 好，那么关键点就在后面，听到了 think for themselves， 看一下哪个选项是它的一个同义替换选项，应该是A 选项，对吧 ？OK， 要能够 think for themselves， 也就是说要能够有独立思考的能力。那么之前说的这个 break the mold， 也就是说要怎么样？要突破传统，要有这个创新能力。OK， 27题，27的关键点在于这个 manager 同样来重复一下。What's important here is that this happens right at the beginning 那么答案到这儿其实就已经出来了 ，right at the beginning， 所以说应该是 boy 吧，和这个 early on 发生了一个同义替换。那么注意一下，这边有一个 C 选项 ，C 选项是被它否定掉的一个选项，它是这样说的：说 Also the incentive should be something the individual actually wants, and this isn't always just money. 他们想要的这些 incentive 这些激励措施。不单单只是他们需要钱，而是需要一些比钱更重要的东西。所以说这个 financial incentive 应该是被我们排除掉的一个选项。OK， 接下来再来看一下后面的这个单句填空题。那么单句填空题根据我们刚刚划出来这些核心词来去搜寻一下刚刚听力材料当中的答案。首先是28题。28题，我来给大家重复一下。Well, managing people means you not only have an understanding of your employees, but you also recognize the culture of the organization. 因此，那么两方面用 and 连接 recognize their company's culture， 对吧？答案就出来了。好，29题的关键点在于这个 change， 去搜寻这个 change 它出现的位置。好29。Yes, but managing people isn't as easy as it looks. For example, change in the workplace 到这儿定位到这一题 can be quite tricky, especially if there's a need to increase profits. And at times like these, managers may have to give priority to profits rather than individual staff needs. OK， 看一下这道题目。Increasing the companies may be more important than 涉及到了一个比较级结构。那么刚刚我们也听到了这个比较级结构叫做 rather than 而不是什么。那么前面这个信息是profit， 对吧 ？profit 或者 profits 都是 OK 的。再看一下30题，那么30题这边涉及到一个比较简单的同义替换怎么说的呢 ？Oh, yes, but what's important is that managers are able to deal with quite high levels of personnel stress. Quite high levels of personnel stress. High levels 就是和我们这边的 increased amounts 发生了一个同义替换。当然，那么这边可以写 stress。如果说你这个时候没有听到 stress 的话，接下来往下听还会有另外一个同义词出现。During times of change, they should not should be thinking not only about the strain on their staff, but take time out to think of themselves. 那么这边说到这个 strain 呢，和这个 stress 是一个意思，也是压力的意思啊。这就是我们后面的3道单句填空题。那么来看一下这篇听力材料当中涉及到的一些重要的单词。首先第一个 workplace 啊，工作的地点啊，没有问题。Individualism 个人主义。Multinational company 啊，简单的过一下，跨国公司。Utilize 那么这个词当然它是跟 use 是一个意思啊，利用。In fashion 刚刚说了这个is in fashion, teamwork is in fashion 很流行的。OK, conformity, in conformity with 啊，跟我们之前讲过一个词组 in line with 啊，是一个意思。OK。好，最后还有一个 recognize 这个动词它的一个名词形式，承认、认可 recognition。OK， 好，最后我们再来看一道题型的叠加题，大家把件4拿出来，翻到 Test 1 Section 3来看一下这道题目啊。这道题目又考察了什么呢？首先前面是我们比较熟悉的一个选择题，那么之后呢，大家会看到啊。有一个类似的这个，首先是一个配对题、匹配题，接下来呢有一个类似的，像这个图表题，对吧？但其实这个图表题呢，它也是一个配对题。OK， 首先呢，我们还是先来解决一下前半部分。前半部分呢是2个单选题啊，大家快速的，首先来听一下这一段音频。
Now listen carefully and answer questions 21 to 27.
Excuse me, Dr. Johnson. May I speak to you for a minute?
Sure, come in.
I'm Melanie Griffin. I'm taking your course in population studies.
Right. Well, Melanie, how can I help you?
I'm having a bit of trouble with a second assignment, and it's due in 12 days.
What sort of trouble are you having? Is the assignment question a problem?
Well, that's part of the problem. I've been having trouble getting hold of the books. I've been to the library several times and all the books are out.
Sounds like you should have started borrowing books a bit earlier.
Well, I had a really big assignment due in for another course and I've been spending all my time on that, and I thought...
You might get an extension of time to finish your assignment for me?
If that's possible, but I don't know...
Well, yes, it is possible, but... Extensions are normally given only for medical or compassionate reasons. Otherwise, it's really a question of organizing your study, and we don't like giving extensions to students who simply didn't plan their work properly. What did you get for your first assignment?
I got 87%.
Yes, you did very well, indeed. So, obviously, you can produce good work.
I don't think I'll need too much extra time, as long as I can get hold of some of the important references.
Well, since you did so well in your first assignment, I'm prepared to give you an extra 2 weeks for this one. So that'll mean you'll need to submit it about a month from now.
Oh, thank you.
Now, what about the reading materials? Have you checked out the journal articles in the list?
No, not yet. There were about 20 of them, and I wasn't sure which ones would be most useful or important.
Well, they're all useful, but I don't expect anyone to read them all because a number of them deal with the same issues. Let me give you some suggestions. The article by Anderson and Hawker is really worth reading.
Right, I'll read that one.
You should also read the article by Jackson, but just look at the part on the research methodology, how they did it.
OK, Jackson. Got that.
And if you have time, the one by Roberts says very relevant things, although it's not essential.
So, OK, if it's useful, I'll try and read that one.
Now, the one by Morris, I wouldn't bother with that at this stage if I were you.
OK, I won't bother with Morris. Oh, now, someone told me the article by Cooper is important.
Well, yes, in a way. But just look at the last part, where he discusses the research results. And lastly, there's Forster. I can't think why I included that one. It's not bad, and could be of some help, but not that much.
好，前面的这两道选择题呢，在上面呢有一个 example 啊，听的时候注意 be patient。好，21题问的是she has not started the assignment because 为什么还没有开始写这个老师的作业呢？大家听到的应该是I had really a big assignment doing for another course. Doing 是哪两个词？doing D-U-E doing do 就是我们说的到期deadline 好，所以说21题它的答案应该是 A. She was doing work for another course. OK， 22题这边呢稍微有一些难度不知道大家刚刚有没有听到了？是这样子说的，说normally 说这个 extension normally given only for only for reasons for 哪些 reason 呢？他举了两个例子，一个是 medical or compassionate reasons。medical 没有问题，就是我们说的生病了请病假吗？那么这个 compassionate compassionate C-O-M-P-A-S-S-I-O-N-A-T-E OK compassionate 什么是 compassionate reasons 呢？那么我们跟病假相对的就是事假，那么这边的这个事假呢，还不是一般的事假，指的是家里有一些亲属亲人这个去世了是这样子的一个病假事假Extensions are normally given for medical or compassionate reasons. 那么所以说这边的答案应该就是 C personal illness or accident 这是这道题目，大家补充一个单词。好，接下来我们看到下面的这个部分，下面是两个配对题。那么今天我们要讲到的一个新的题型就是配对题。那我们一起来看一下这个配对题。首先看一下题干 What recommendations does Dr. Johnson make about the journal articles 他来做的一些推荐。好，那么做这个配对题的时候呢，注意还是第一个提醒大家，一定是按照这个题号顺序来的。因此我们在听的时候应该关注的是下面的这一部分。那么在听到每一个人名的时候呢，扫读一下这个方框内所给出的所有的选项，来确定一下到底是应该跟哪一个选项匹配。那么这道题目呢，其实还比较简单，因为大家发现这一部分只不过是一些人名，那么这一部分给出的一些这个陈述呢，基本上也没有什么生词。OK， 那么大家首先就尝试着来做一下这一道匹配题。好，一起来看一下。那么大家会发现这边还是会有一个 example， 那么 example 这边已经选掉了这个答案呢，我们就可以直接把它给划掉了，减轻我们做题的一个负担。OK， 接下来根据人名回到这个方框当中去找跟它配对的这个答案。首先提到这个 Jackson 我来把这个老师的话重复一遍，说 You should also read the article by Jackson, but just look at the parts on the research methodology, how they did it. 因此跟它对应的我们听到的一个关键词是research methodology， 然后找一下哪个应该是E 吧，对吧？ methodology method 方法论，方法研究方法。 OK， 好，接下来听 Roberts Roberts 的陈述是 And if you have time, the one by Roberts says very relevant things, although it's not essential. So, okay, if it's useful, I'll try and read that one. 那么这道题的答案是由学生给出的，直接做了一个总结性的陈述 if it's useful， 所以说这道题目也非常简单，直接对应的就是我们的 B 选项。好，接下来看 Morris 25题。Now the one by Morris, I wouldn't bother with that at this stage if I were you. 并且学生又重复了一下这句话。Okay, I won't bother with Morris. 好，那么什么叫I won't bother？ 也就是说我不会费力去读这篇文章。言下之意就是说我不会去读不用读，因此就是 G don't read。好，再看26 Cooper。 Oh, now someone told me the article by Cooper is important. Well, yes, in a way, but just look at the last part. 只要看什么 the last part 最后的部分。那么最后的部分在一本书当中对应的就是conclusion， 对吧？所以说对应的就是我们的 F 选项。好，27题，Foster。OK， 看一下 Foster 是怎么说的啊。And lastly, there's Foster. I can't think why I included that one. It's not bad and could be of some help, but not that much. 那么重点在最后 ，it could be of some help, but not that much。也就是说什么，有点用，但是呢，用处不大啊，因此它的价值应该是有限的，对应的是我们的 C 选项。看一下这样的一个匹配题、配对题啊，或者叫搭配题啊，并不是很难。那么来给大家总结一下这个搭配题它的一个解题的思路。首先需要大家扫描一下整个的题目以及它的选项，那么确定大致的一个搭配的关系。那么搭配题有两种情况，一种呢是选项比我们的这个题目来得多，那么这个时候就可能有一些选项不会被选到。另外一种情况呢是选项少于题目，那么这个时候有一些选项可能被重复利用到这一点希望大家明确一下。扫描题干和选项画出核心词有一些这个搭配题不像我们知道题目它的这个题目跟选项都是比较的短的有一些可能稍微长一些的，那么同样跟我们做其他类型的题目是类似的，要画一下核心词。那么录音开始后需要大家去确定一下说话人的这个论述的次序。那么如果它的次序像我们刚刚看到的，它是按照这个题干下去的，那么我们就要在这个听的过程当中，在盯着这个题干的同时，需要大家去扫描这个选项反之亦然。好。最后注意一下题干和选项当中的一些同义替换表达。其实我们刚刚也有一些，比方说最后一个 of some help but not that much 就跟 limited value 发生了一个同义替换。好，那么在熟悉的搭配题的一个解题思路的基础之上呢，我们继续往下看这一道真题。我们发现接下来的这一个类似表格题的这一个题目呢，它同样其实也是一个配对题。并且这个配对题大家可以看一下，它有3个选项都已经帮你选出来了。那么这个时候第一步我们要做的事情就是把这个 C 把这个 E 以及这个 G 都给它划掉给我们减轻一下做题的负担。好，那么还是请大家接下来来听一下接下来这段音频。
Now listen and answer questions 28 to 30.
Now, let's deal with the assignment question. What's the problem there?
It's the graph on page 2.
What seems to be the problem? It's just the bar graph showing reasons why people change where they live.
Well, I've got a photocopy, but the reasons at the bottom are missing.
Okay. Look at the first bar on the graph. Now, that indicates the number of people who move because they want more space.
Oh, I see. Bar 1. Okay. Now, what about the next bar?
Bar 2 is to do with the people living nearby, disturbing them. So they chose to move away to somewhere quieter. Now let's look at bar number 3. Another reason people change their place of living is because they want to be closer to the city.
Okay. Proximity to the city is an issue.
Now, bar number 4 refers to problems when the owner of the property won't help fix things that go wrong. In other words, the owner is not helpful, and so the tenants move out.
Okay. Now, what about bar 5?
Bar 5 is about those people who move because they need a bus or train to get them into the city or to go to work.
Okay. And bar 6?
Bar number 6 is interesting. That reason was given quite a lot. People moving because they wanted to be in a more attractive neighborhood.
Oh, yes. Thank you very much.
听完之后呢，我们会发现啊，这道题目当中就涉及到了比较多的这个同义替换，我们一个一个来看一下。那么首先呢，这一个图表题一定是写作老师会跟大家强调的，叫做 bar graph， 它是一个柱状图。好，因此它在论述的时候关注一下，它用的分别是 the first bar、bar 2、bar 3bar number 3这样子的一个说法。好，那么我们来关注一下 the second bar 是怎么说的。OK。他说的是but to to 来引出 but to is to do with the people living nearby disturbing them。 好，关键信息就在这 people living nearby disturbing them。 disturb 表示的是打扰住得近的人们会打扰到他们。那么我们来搜寻一下剩下的一些选项。好，我们会发现可能这边有同学会纠结于到底是选这个 boy 还是选这个 D。environment 这可能是一些跟环境相关的。另外呢 noisy neighbors。 那么这边的正确选项呢应该是 D。 为什么呢？因为首先涉及到的是一个我们刚刚听到的是people living nearby， 那么对应就是这个 neighbor。 disturb 就是这边对应的 noisy。当然，如果这道题目你这个时候还不能确定的话，可以先把它搁一搁做点记号。我们接下来往下听，利用排除法一样是可以把这道题目做出来的。好，再来看一下29题。29题 Bar number 4 refers to problems when the owner of the property won't help fix things that go wrong. In other words, the owner is not helpful. 这道题目很简单，大家应该是A 对吧 ？Owner 就是一些房东。uncooperative not helpful 不合作 uncooperative landlord。 OK A。 好，最后30题。But number 6 is interesting. That reason was given quite a lot. People moving because they wanted to be in a more attractive neighborhood.They wanted to be in a more attractive neighborhood. 那么这个 attractive 更加吸引人的、更加宜人的这样子一个居住环境，这道题目的答案才是我们这边要选的 boy environment。如果能够确定30题的话，刚刚这个28题就应该没有什么疑惑了。OK， 这就是这道涉及到比较多的一个同义替换的一个搭配题。好，我们来积累一下这一篇听力材料当中涉及到的重点的词汇。第一个，刚刚讲到的这个 due 什么什么特别是什么作业它的 deadline 是什么时候一本书什么时候到期，都是这个词 due。extension 表示的是它当然有延伸的意思，那么把它延伸到时间上就是延长。OK， submit 交作业这个上交叫 submit。好，积累一下这个research methodology， 大家往往看到这个 OLOGY 它表示的是一门学科方法论 methodology。photocopy 这个词已经讲过了，叫做复印。好，这个词来积累一下 proximity 呢，其实在我们刚刚这一段听力材料当中是有一个同义替换在里面 proximity。它跟 near 是一个意思，就是邻近毗邻这个意思 proximity。Okay。 好，最后还有一个 tenant。tenant 这个词在 accommodation 这个场景当中也已经补充过给大家了房客，积累一下，注意它的拼写 tenant。OK， 这就是这一讲要分享给大家的选课论文场景的所有内容。